Hey Gemini, what's up gang? I hope everybody is well. We're gonna go ahead and do some random messages, okay? Whatever wants to come out is what's gonna come out. If that's something that interests you, do stick around. Gemini, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please take a look at my description box. That will have all the information that you need to know. And yes, this is a Gemini channel. However, if you vibe, you tribe, so go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Gemini, if you're returning, welcome back. I hope that you're well. Hope you're taking care of yourself. I do hope that you're doing what's best for you, boo. Thank you for all the love, all the support. Gemini, thank you for all the good vibes. It really does mean the world, okay? All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into this. We're going to do some charms. We're going to do an animal message. We're going to pull just some cards and see what comes out. First of all, the crown came out for your intuitive message, okay? So you could be rising in status, rising in power. I'm hearing putting some respect on your name. So people might have to respect you, or maybe somebody does respect you. Maybe they didn't before. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe like it's one of those things where maybe some people don't like you, but they have to respect you. Like they respect the hustle, they respect the grind. They respect what you're doing or the work that you're putting in. Like it's like something is undeniable about you. I'm getting that very strongly here, okay? Yeah, because I'm seeing like a bird in a cage. So some of you guys could have a bird, or there's something about that, but the bird in the cage always makes you feel like the Eight of Swords. So people could have watched you like struggle or kind of be at your lowest of lows, and now they're seeing you rise up and they're like, damn. For some reason I'm getting Leonidas energy, so maybe 300 is significant. Like the number or the movie, I don't know, right? But that's what they're showing me. They're showing me Leonidas and how like, I don't know, like when he went off to go fight, what was it, the Persians or whatever, he didn't have the support, really. They only let him take 300, that's where that comes from. But, you know, he was able to really do a lot of damage or make great strides here. There's something about that. Like somebody's seeing like your worth, or people are seeing your worth, or people are definitely seeing your value here, or seeing you shine, seeing you on top, Gemini, okay? Seeing you get your just desserts, okay. Usually that doesn't mean a good thing, but maybe in this case it does. Some of you guys could be getting offered something too. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. I'm back. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I heard something fall. I'm like, okay, I have to investigate until I find out what that was. And it was one of my nail polishes that I keep. I keep my nail polishes in the hallway closet, but it didn't break, so we're good. Okay, moving forward. I don't even know what I was saying because that totally took me out of my vibe, but we're going to continue forward. Let's get some charms out here. Okay, random messages for Gemini, whatever you want them to know, Spirit, or whatever, okay? Random messages. I try not to put any intentions with the random messages. It just is what it is. What do we have here? Okay. So, quite a few actually. Okay, this is what we have. So first things first, we have S, okay? We also have the sign Cancer. So S or a Cancerian could be significant. Quite a few things talking about messages here, or communication, okay? We have the walkie-talkie, which is usually communication from the past, or somebody that you haven't heard from in a while, or there's been radio silence in this situation. Maybe this is like you applied for something and it's taken a while, you haven't heard anything back, or maybe you sent a text and you just never got a response, or an email or something like that. It's like you finally get a response, okay? So yeah, it's like there was radio silence and all of a sudden, bam, it's on, or the radio is significant somehow. And we have the paper airplane, and then we have the bird that's flying. Both of these are talking about messages coming in, okay? So there could be some kind of communication that's going to be coming towards you guys, gonna be flying in, all right? We also have the key here with the little heart. So you might have the key to success, or the key to something, or the key to somebody's heart, or the key to a lot of people's hearts here for real. Like maybe you guys, your voice or your communication is significant, what you say, how you express yourself. Like maybe you're seen on a very large level with this crown energy and this key. It's like somebody could look at you, or people could look at you like you have it all, okay? That's not for everybody. We have the maple leaf, of course, right? Canada energy coming through. Doesn't have to be, but this is also just just the fall leaf, so something could be falling away, or some of you guys like fall. You know, fall season could be significant. It's right here, like right around the corner. We have the owl totem. So this could be intuition here, maybe needing to follow your intuition, maybe needing to see deeper into something. Also, owls go who, right? So they're asking who. It's like for some of you guys, there's a inquisitive energy, or you're asking something. But for some of you guys with this owl energy, it's like you had a vision of something, or your intuition told you something. Okay? For some reason I'm hearing it's Folgers in your cup, right? So I don't know what that's about, but that's like coffee. So for some of you guys, maybe there's like, you wake up to some kind of news, something that you already knew. But yeah, owls could be significant. We also have some money coming out here. Some of you guys could definitely have opportunities coming in regards to money. Some of this stuff could have been happening in Cancer season, and now we're finally seeing the results here. Some of you guys, yeah, in fall, you're going to be seeing some kind of harvest energy for sure, with success, with the key. I'm getting that very strongly. We have S, right? S for success. And then we have this little tiny, which we never get, the 4-leaf clover. Okay, so yeah, that's talking about luck. You know, it's talking about good fortune. It's talking about something working out in your favor. Irish energy could be significant as well, or maybe you have a lot of clovers in your yard, or you see clovers, or this is a very significant sign for you. Okay, all right, let's see what else we got here. Let's get something from the animal messages for Gemini gang, just for this random ass reading. What messages do you have? What message? We have the elephant, okay? This is like somebody breaking through, or something breaking through. Like making a path, opening up a path, you know? Letting your inner fire lead you here. And you've been through some things too, because when we look at this elephant, one of its tusks is broken off. So it's like you've been through something, you're still surviving, you're still continuing to push forward. But there's definitely a very strong old soul type of energy here with the elephant, like a lot of wisdom. Some of you guys could really like elephants or something like that, or they're very significant for your family is what I'm getting for some of you guys. Like maybe your grandmother liked elephants, your aunt liked elephants, your mom or your dad liked elephants. Like I feel like a lot of people in your life have liked elephants, or there's some kind of connection here to this. But yeah, I'm getting like very wise, you know, and using your wisdom, using your inner light to like light your path. And this is leading you through the darkness, or this is opening up the way for you, because some of you guys might have felt very blocked with this elephant energy. It's also making me think of Ganesh. Okay. The one that has the little hatchet and breaks, you know, cuts through some things, destroys things, so that way you can have your blessings. That's kind of the energy I'm getting here. Okay, the elephant says unstoppable, auspicious, and wise. The elephant is arguably the most auspicious figure in the deck. Like Ganesh, y'all, I literally forget these as soon as I'm done reading them. You would think I would know these by heart, but I really don't. Some of them I do, but the elephant is not one we see often. The elephant represents immense wisdom as well as good fortune. It is said that the great elephant is the destroyer of obstacles. So if this card appears when you feel stuck, rest assured that the path will soon become clear. To add to the mystery, the elephant is also known to create obstacles. To create obstacles in order to steer us in the right direction. Trust this gentle and noble creature. It illuminates the way with the light of self-knowledge. When in balance, one-pointed focus, generous and loving. When out of balance, misunderstands fate, and to bring into balance trust. I think I've said this before with this, because I'm getting the same kind of message with that misunderstands fate, and then sometimes they create obstacles, because I'm getting the energy of somebody wanting to make their way, like they have a vision or a goal in mind, so they're like walking down their path, and Spirit's like, oh, no, if you go that way, you're not actually going to reach your destination, right? You're going to go off course. So I'm going to create a blockage where you have to go this way, and it kind of funnels you back onto the correct path. And for some of you guys, you might, because we don't, you know, this is very human. We don't see what's happening. We don't understand what's happening. We're very much in the moment, you know, woe is me. Oh my God, this didn't work out for me. I have all these blockages. I have all these delays. I'm losing things, right? And we don't see that actually this is Spirit trying to steer us towards what's best for us, okay? Or what we actually want, what our true heart's desire is. So for some of you guys, there's an energy of maybe needing to not misunderstand fate, like not, like, Try to get yourself out of that energy of seeing life or the world as something that's happening to you and not something that's happening for you. Because that's a big energy here, right? It's like things that are happening, any kind of obstacles, blockages, maybe that are in the way, this is happening for you in some way, even if you can't see it now. But for others of you, I'm definitely getting that energy of obstacles being removed. And also, again, your own self-knowledge, right? Your own inner wisdom, okay? How you believe in yourself or what you feel about yourself, what you know to be true, your life experiences. This is all guiding you. And you have been through a lot, again, with that broken tusk. You have. You know? But you're still continuing to move forward is the energy I'm getting. So let's put our elephant buddy there. And let's go ahead and pull some cards. Okay, we're going to pull from a couple different decks so we can get a lot of different messages since this is just a random reading. Okay, Spirit, what messages do you have for Gemini gang, please? What random messages do we have for Gemini gang? What random messages do we have for Gemini gang? We have small steps, big accomplishments, card number 8, okay? With let go and bury it, card number 17, which is also an 8, double 8s. We've been seeing a lot of double 8s for some reason in the readings recently. Maybe something with a Lion's Gate was very significant for somebody out here, okay? But what Spirit is basically saying is that, yes, you are making progress here with this. It might not feel like you're making progress, but you are, okay? So, you know, one step at a time, right? That's all we can do, really, in some situations. There might be a need for somebody to kind of let go of control, too, because you might not be able to control something, the pace of something, how something happens, how something responds, or how somebody responds. Like, there might be this energy here of just really needing to just, you know, accept it for what it is and take it one day at a time. I'm seeing Shrek, so I don't know if Shrek is significant for somebody, but I'm seeing him where he, like, slaps the donkey's butt, and he's like, we're going to handle this together, one little baby step at a time, where they're going over the bridge with the fire and the dragon and all that. Yeah, I don't know, that could be significant for somebody, like we're gonna handle this one little baby step at a time. Prayer answered. So card number 12, reducing to 3, that's a master number. Well, it's not, well, it's a listen guys, okay, I don't think 3 is actually a master number, but it's the number of creation and manifestation, okay? Yeah, something is working out for you here with the prayer answered. Some of you guys quite literally could pray for something, or somebody could pray for you, or maybe prayer is just very powerful here, like something is going to happen that you're praying over. And I don't want to say manifestation, because maybe, I don't know, some people do believe manifestation and prayer is the same thing. Who even knows, right? Either way, it's like you're putting your desires out there, you're putting your wishes and your hopes and your fears out there when you're manifesting, when you're praying. And I feel like there's something here where you're going to get something that you've asked for, okay? This could be something that's going to bring you out of hard times with the buffalo energy. With the bee energy, this could be something too where you put a lot of work into something. Spirit's saying you got to surrender, okay? Surrender to receive. You can't hold on too tightly to something. Like something is going to happen here. You're going to get this prayer answered or this wish answered, whatever this is for you, but you can't like hold on to certain outcomes. Like the elephant said, right? Maybe Spirit's trying to get you to this, but you can't go left, and you're trying to go left. You keep trying to go left, and Spirit's like, no, I need you to go right. Okay, I need you to trust me. You're going to get what you're wanting here. Yeah, there is going to be a victory here, but you're going to have to surrender. Surrender to the process. Surrender to expectations, right? Surrender to outcomes here. We have an unknown gift, card number 41. Okay. Which is a 5 reduced, and it's making me feel like whatever this gift is, whatever this unexpected thing is, it might change some things. It might cause some changes. Yeah, there's a big energy here of like, you know, leaning into the change, not resisting the change that's happening in your life or any kind of unexpected things, detours, things like that, because this stuff could be working out for you. Okay, what else do we have here? Let's get some tea leaves out here. We have get back to the basics, the quill. Why did you start this? Being authentic to your own path, trying not to do the most and keeping it simple. I'm really getting that energy like with the baby steps here, big accomplishments. It's like, you know, keeping it simple. You don't really need to do the most. You kind of just need to keep it like moving is really the energy I'm getting. I also feel like for some of you, somebody might want to get back to basics with you. There could be a message coming in about that. You know, like, can we start? I don't know if this sounds so cheesy, but can we start over? Shoot. Is it possible? Or is it possible we have a conversation, or is it possible we kind of like circle back to why we started something? There could even be like a group project or a work project or something like that where it's like, I don't know what the fuck's happening. We really need to sit down and we need to like go back to the beginning of it and see where we messed up. That's for somebody, like taking a look at something, because something could have gotten off track here. Okay, what else do we have here? Random message for Gemini gang. Random messages for Gemini gang. Oh, shoot, that's a lot, guys. That's too much. Hold on a second. Tangled up. For some reason, my brain don't want to work tonight. Okay. Oh, shoot, we have the diamond coming out. You will be receiving or giving a precious gift. Ancestor blessings. Someone wants to surprise you, and sugar daddy vibes. Look at that, guys, with the prayers answered. Some of y'all might have been praying for a sugar daddy or a sugar mama. I ain't even gonna lie, guys. That's not for everybody, okay? But this is a random reading. You know how these random readings can be sometimes, and that is not for everybody, but that is a message for somebody. Like, your prayer is about to be answered, okay? Like, you're about to meet somebody that's going to just want to, I'm getting the energy of like meeting somebody who just wants to spend time with you, and they're willing to like, you know, pay your bills, buy your groceries, get your skincare, shop for you. They want to just spend time with you, or they want you on their arm for like events. That's for like somebody who's like a professional sugar baby out here. That's not for everybody. But for some of you, yes, somebody is like, I'm hearing that song from, I'm sorry, I'm hearing that song from Black Eyed Peas. What you gonna do with all that junk inside your trunk, right? But I'm hearing the part where she's going, where he's going, she's got me spending all your money on me and spending time on me. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why that's coming out, but it is, okay? You're like, yes, this is a prayer answered. I'm sorry, y'all. That is so freaking hilarious to me. This is a prayer answered, okay? Maybe for some of you guys, get your hands out like, yes, I will take that. That is definitely for somebody. Okay. For others of you where you are not a professional sugar baby, okay? Or there's no sugar involved here. This is definitely the energy of like, you're going to be getting something. Again, you'll be receiving, right? It says or giving a precious gift, but since we have prayer answered, although if your prayer is to be able to help somebody, like you do want to be able to give something to somebody and help somebody in a situation, which is very sweet. I feel like, yeah, there could be something here where you're going to be able to do that. But for the majority of you, it's probably the situation where you're hoping for something, you've been praying for something, and it's going to land right in your lap or in your hands, right? That's the kind of energy I'm getting here. Some of you guys, maybe you want that rock, okay? That's for somebody. Like, you've been with somebody for a while, and you're like, geez, man. You know, I thought my birthday was going to be it. You know, like I thought on my birthday they were going to ask me, but no, they didn't. And maybe they're saving it. I don't, who knows, right? I don't want to ruin the surprise, but this could be happening. Like, somebody could be putting a ring on it. Okay, what is this? Well, I'm not really clarifying, but it feels like I almost am, but I'm actually not. Can I get another one? One more for what Gemini needs to know here? Or not what Gemini needs. Random messages, please, for Gemini gang. We have the lightning. Control your anger or you will be sorry. Ooh, someone wants to provoke you. And someone wants to confront you. Okay. Challenge accepted. No, I'm just kidding. Let's just see what this is about, okay? We'll see. But yeah, somebody could want to provoke you, or somebody could want to make you angry, or maybe somebody wants to have a conversation with you. If there's some kind of work thing going on here, especially with like having a meeting because like something fell off or things got out of track, it's like there could be blame getting put on you, and you might be like, have to be like, hey, no, that's not That's not my fault that that went down the way that it went down. Yeah, some of you guys could be feeling a little trapped. I get the energy of some of you guys wanting to release some anger, wanting to put somebody in their place, wanting to say something to somebody, but for whatever reason feeling like you're not able to with that Eight of Swords. Maybe because you have something, you have to stay proper. Okay, maybe you have a responsibility or obligation. All right, it's like, you know. So it's kind of like when you write somebody at work an email and you're like, per my last email, instead of saying, look, bitch, listen up, because I said this already and I'm not going to fucking say it again, right? You can't say something like that. So you're just like, per my last email. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. Like, so you're not able to say something that you want to say for whatever reason, or you have to keep your cool here, but something might make you angry or somebody wants to get a reaction out of you. So be aware that somebody could want to, you know, maybe they want to throw up an obstacle with the elephant energy. What is this small steps, big accomplishments for Gemini gang for this random ass message? Small steps and big accomplishments. We have Three of Cups. Yes, there's definitely going to be some kind of celebration. And I don't know, I'm getting a couple of messages. First of all, for some of you, there's definitely some celebration happening. Okay, you're going to be maybe throwing up some toasts here, or you're going to be, you know, hearing congratulations, or you're going to be again celebrating with a group, possibly again at work or something. There's been a lot of stress in this situation with the Five of Swords for some of you guys. Okay, where it's like, you know, again, that group project, but I was picking up for somebody, like, where did we fall off track, or why aren't things going the way that we projected that they were going to go, or, you know, I feel like somebody might want to blame somebody too, is the energy I'm getting. Why maybe you have to, like, you know, keep your anger in check here is because somebody's looking for the bad guy, and it can't just be that shit happens. Or maybe, you know, like, let's just say you sell things at work and like you guys didn't meet your quota. It's like your boss wants to find out why, who's responsible, you know, was somebody not working hard enough? And it's like, we can't force people to buy things. Maybe they just don't want to buy things, right? I mean, Christmas is in a couple months. Maybe people are starting to save up for that or whatever, but it's like this energy here of like overcoming something though, like being able to actually make the quota, or again, celebrating something. That's what I'm getting for some of you. For others of you, somebody's not happy that the small steps that they felt like you were making, like maybe somebody didn't think you were actually making that much progress, and then they check on you, or they look into something, or something is given to you or offered to you, and they're like shook. Like somebody might be a little upset that you're doing well, which is really low vibing and sad, but I don't know what to say about that. Okay, because the Five of Swords is like somebody who maybe thought they were going to be able to gloat, or they were going to be able to like one up you or throw something in your face, and they're not able to, because you're doing very well here at whatever this is. Okay, yeah, celebrate. Six of Swords here. Like, I feel like you left this drama behind a long time ago, or you left the opinions of this person behind a long time ago. Like, you're not worried about this. I also feel like, again, with the Six of Swords, you're on the move. Two of Wands, you're opening up your energy here to new things, or you're expanding your horizons here, maybe planning, strategizing some kind of action that you want to take here. Yeah, you're leaving, I'm hearing leaving people in the dust. I'm getting a couple energies. First of all, I'm feeling your energy of like, you're feeling like you have to hold back from saying something to somebody for whatever reason. Like, you're not able to just express yourself, or like, you know, tell this person to fuck off. That's kind of energy, like you're not able to, because of, again, a professional setting, maybe a family situation. I don't know why, but you can't. Okay? But you really want to. For some of you guys with that Knight of Swords. For others of you, I feel like there could be somebody who's been holding back from saying something to you. Cancerian energy, Cancer could be involved, or something happened in Cancer season. But I feel like somebody wants to say something to you, but they've been holding themselves back from saying something. Okay. Either way, guys, I feel like you're moving forward. You're celebrating things. You're feeling really good. You could be networking. You could be collabing, working on a team with somebody. Okay? You're not stressing, you're not looking at things or in a stressful way, or caring about what people have to say, or what people think about your movement, or how well you're doing. Like, take some notes since you're watching me so hard, right? Maybe then you can get like me. That's like what I'm getting for Gemini. Like, maybe then you could get like me Since you want to watch me so hard, grab a pen and some paper and take some notes. That's the energy I'm getting for you, Gemini. What is this prayer answered for Gemini gang for this random message? We have Knight of Cups coming out. Look at that. Look at that tea. Okay. Well, I'm getting a couple messages. I think the first one is very obvious, right? Some of you guys might want somebody to approach you, or you might want to approach somebody and have this be welcomed. I feel like that's going to happen for whoever we're talking about here. Regardless of what end you're on of that, this encounter is going to go very well. And this could be a very loving one for sure. Knight of Cups, King of Cups, that's 2 cups, okay? And of course, we have somebody that's watching, lurking from a distance for some of you guys, but that person is not going to be for much longer. So I could definitely see, and you might not even know this person for some of you guys. Like maybe you just want to meet somebody. You're like, I just want to meet somebody kind, caring, compassionate, right? Somebody I can have a little romance with. This might actually be happening. For others of you, you have a particular person in mind, or somebody has you in mind, okay? I can see that for sure. For others of you, you are wishing for something with your whole heart, is the energy I'm getting here with the King of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Like you've invested a lot of emotion or energy into this prayer, into this wish that you have, okay? Like it's almost like a fantasy type of energy I'm getting. Like you dream about something or you think about something a lot. This could be anything, guys. This could be wanting to be able to open up your own business, or wanting to be able to achieve something or build something or grow something, or you know, whatever. But it feels like whatever this is like, I really have this wish and this dream in my heart to be able to do this or have this. And I feel like this prayer is going to be answered. Okay, can I get something else for this with this prayer answered here? For Gemini, for this random ass message, we got the 5 of Cups, or excuse me, 5 of Wands coming out. Some of you guys are trying to get past some kind of combative situation or some conflict here. Like some of you guys might want to find a resolution with somebody. I'm seeing that for sure. Like, can mature minds prevail here, or are we just gonna reduce ourselves to this, right? That could be a situation I could see. There could be something with a mother, a sister, an auntie, a feminine energy for some of you guys. Like, can we talk, or can we get past this argument? Some of you guys, somebody is going to come help you. Maybe this is a family member or something. You're worried they're bringing drama. Or this is why they showed up as drama. Even though you really need their help, you're like, I really don't want the drama. That's kind of the energy I'm getting for some of you guys too. But the 5 of Wands, you know, it talks about conflict, right? 5s talk about conflict. They talk about change. And so for some of you guys, you want to be able to get past some kind of change or some kind of situation that feels stressful in the smoothest way possible with the 9 of Cups. And I feel like that's, you know, yeah. You're worried something might get out of control. Like, I feel like some of you guys want to communicate, or you want to have a conversation, or somebody wants to have a conversation with you, but they don't want things to get out of control. That could be that lightning energy, like, control your anger. I don't want to fight with you. Okay? Like, I'm getting that energy of somebody, like, not wanting to fight with somebody. And this, they might feel like you're feisty. Listen, for some of you guys, shoot. I'm getting a couple messages, guys, so y'all gotta take it as it resonates. For some of you guys, somebody feels like you're a little feisty, okay? And they don't know how to approach you. For some reason, I'm getting somebody approaching somebody with like a candy bar, and they're like, here. Like very slowly, like, here, take it, right? I don't know, there's something like that. Like maybe I need to butter you up, or maybe I need to come bearing gifts or something. Yeah, we do have 2 cards talking about gifts. So somebody might feel like they need to give you a gift, or I don't know, Gemini, okay? Take that as it resonates. I'm getting that energy. They want this Queen of Cups. They know it's in there somewhere, right? But you might lead with the Queen of Wands. And they've seen both sides of you, whoever this person is, or this is your energy. You've seen both sides of this person. I feel like somebody can be very sweet, very loving, very tender, very nurturing, like the sweetest energy you've ever felt in your life. But then also when they feel like they're being disrespected, or if they need to stand on business, it's like they kind of morph, okay, like the Power Rangers into something else, right? And it's like, damn, I don't want that side of you, I want this side of you. That's for somebody. That's not for everybody, okay? Some of you guys, This is not for everybody, but for some of you, you might like want options in love, or you might want to meet somebody and then all of a sudden it starts raining people. Like that song, It's Raining Men. Like it might start raining people, male or female here, guys. I don't really look at the genders anymore with these cards because, you know, take it as it resonates. But it could, like, all of a sudden you have several options that come in at once. And with the 5 of Wands, that can talk about competition. I don't know why this would be a prayer answer. That sounds like my worst nightmare to me personally. But for somebody out there, that might be a prayer answer. Some of y'all do like options, okay? Not everybody is the same here. People say Geminis like options. I'm not like a classic Gemini like that. Like, make shit simple for me. Okay, I don't want to have to think or choose. I just want my person to be here and that's it, damn it. I don't want all this drama. Okay? That's like, you know, that's how I feel about that. But for some of you guys, like, because me, more than one person, that's just already too much. For some of you guys, yeah. I feel like you like the options though. Or maybe you want people to fight over you. Gemini, okay? Maybe some of you guys want people to fight over you, or you want people to show that, you know, compete for me. Okay? I don't know. I don't know who watches these readings, so, okay? But either way, I feel like something is happening good. Yeah, look, leave the Lover's Gemini energy. Spirit's like, Okay? Some of you guys, it's a secret lover. It's a secret admirer here, okay? Secret admirer for some of you guys. Secret lover. Prayer is being answered about that. There's that Queen of Cups again. What is up with that? Okay, what is this unknown gift? What is this talking about for Gemini for that random message? Okay, 3 of Swords. Okay. Well, I feel like something, well, this is an unknown gift, right? It's a gift. So it's usually positive. I feel like with the 3 of Swords, though, like something is going to be healing or something's going to get better here. Maybe we're getting over stress. We're getting over heartbreak. Maybe something's coming in that's going to turn our frown upside down, too. It's like, I can't really be upset about this. Can't really be upset when I've been given this huge opportunity, or I can't really be upset when, you know, I've met this new person or something good is happening in my life, right? I'm celebrating my achievements here, something I've been working really hard on. It's like, it's hard to be upset over this. So yeah, I feel like it's like you do have things that could possibly be stressing you out here, but it's, yeah, look, Ace of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. There's so much goodness that could be coming in that it's kind of hard to focus on the bad. This could also happen right when you're feeling really down too. You know, like when you're feeling at your worst, or you're feeling stressed, or there's a thunderstorm going on outside for some of you. I'm seeing a slinky, so I don't know why I don't know why slinky would be coming out, but slinkies could be significant, or maybe you're stretched to your limit here. Okay, that's kind of the energy I'm getting as well. What is this unknown gift? What is this? Be different for everybody, but let's see if we can narrow it down. What is it? 10 of Cups. That narrows it down. It does. Yeah, it's happiness, right? And with the Tower, it's like happiness that breaks through any kind of illusions. Happiness that shows you that maybe you weren't so happy before, right? Like some of you guys, maybe you thought things were going well, or you thought this was the path or something here. Like I thought I knew what was making me happy, but now this has come in and actually I know that this does make me happy. There's something like that going on here. This could also just be saying this is going to happen in Scorpio season with the Tower, okay? Which is closer than you think, guys. Time be flying, okay? But yeah, there's something here where this gift is just bringing you happiness. There could be something about a family, something about a child, okay? Something about a getaway, a vacation, a relationship coming together. Maybe there was a lot of stress about something here, but that's done now. We have the Magician here with the quill, get back to basics. Yeah, it's like somebody is very talented, and I feel like there could be something like that. Like, again, guys, if there's some kind of meeting here or something where people have to sit down and be like, okay, well, I feel like we're slacking. Somebody might literally be like, Gemini, you're better than this. Like, you have more talent than this, or you have more to offer, or you've done more. Like for some of you guys, maybe you kind of fallen back when it comes to something because maybe your heart wasn't in it anymore. You weren't feeling as passionate about something anymore. Somebody might have a conversation with you. You might have to control your anger because you might be like, look, I'm putting in as much effort as I'm getting paid for, right? Or I'm putting in as much effort as I'm getting respected for, or what I'm getting treated in regards to. Like, I feel like if you've fallen back in anything, or you're not putting as much effort in or something like that when it comes to work, guys, for sure, or maybe a relationship, but it feels like for work for some of you, it's like this has been earned, but somebody isn't looking at it that way because somebody sees you as masterful. Get a drink. All right, I'm back. I had to go fill up my water. I would love to meet the person, the engineer or whoever, that decided it was a good idea to upgrade Apple's technology and put a pause for these videos, because I use the hell out of that pause button, man, and it makes my life so much easier. Because before I used to have to do readings non-stop. I could not stop at all, no matter what. Now it's like I can pause it. I can go eat a chicken nugget, which I did, and it was delicious. Anyways, let's move forward with the magician energy. Yeah, I feel like somebody's like, Gemini, you're better than this, or you can give more than this, or you can do more than this. This could even be in a relationship too. Like, maybe somebody has to have a conversation with somebody and be like, look, you're not doing as much, or you're not giving as much, or you're not showing up the same way. Clearly there's an issue here. If you don't want to be with me, then you don't want to be with me, but please don't take me for a ride. Like, I deserve more respect than that, okay? So if you're not going to give 100, I'm not out here accepting 20, 30, 40, 50%, right? Especially if I'm giving 100. Like, that's just respect. And maybe somebody's seeing that, or maybe you're seeing that. There could be a conversation about that, okay? It's about the effort that somebody's putting in. Some of you guys, this could just be you being very hard on yourself, but what Spirit is saying is that you're developing, you're mastering something, and try not to, like, get drawn into the energy of perfectionism, right? Because perfection does not exist. Perfection is actually very subjective. What I feel like is perfect, some of you guys might feel like isn't, or vice versa. So if you I find that when we get kind of drawn into that perfectionism energy, it's because we're self-sabotaging, right? It's like that energy of like, well, I'll start a YouTube channel when I have the lights and the backdrop and the ring light and the camera and the this and the that. And it's like, you don't need any of that shit to get out there and just say what you got to say, right? So I feel like for some of you guys, there's a need to kind of understand why you're starting something, why you're doing something, why you want to invest yourself, why you started this to begin with, because it's like you have the action or the power within you. Okay, like you can make a difference here. And if this is a situation where, you know, this is like somebody saying this to you, like, Gemini, you could give more, you could do more, and it's a work situation. If the reason you fell back is because you weren't being respected or you weren't being paid right or something, speak up and say it. You know? Can I get something else for this back to the basics energy for Gemini gang? We have the Fool. Yeah, it's like starting over something in a brand new way, right? The Fool energy. Like when we first started off on our path. You know, when we first got jumped in, we were super excited about something. Some of you guys could be doing that. Maybe you've been stressed out for a while and you're like, shit, bro. Like some of you guys could have to like level with your boss or something, or whoever, whatever this energy is. Because I'm getting like, I don't know why I'm getting this, but I'm getting the energy of somebody out here saying something to somebody else, like confronting them about something. And some of you guys might have to level with somebody and be like, look, I was going through a lot of stress, and I'm not the type of person that, you know, wears my crap on my sleeve, right? So I don't really open up like that. So people don't really realize when I'm going through a lot of stress, but I was going through a lot of stress. So yes, I had to give 40, 30, 20% here because I was giving a lot to this. But I've fixed this now, or I'm feeling better now, and I'd like to start with the Fool energy, start over, or give it a go. Like some of you guys might need to just level with your boss. Like I went through a lot, like explain. You know, like you're going through stuff. You're not just a worker. You are a human being that has things going on. Or this is a relationship. Maybe that's what somebody is going to say to you. Like when you're like, well, you're not giving, you know, 100%. They might be like, you're damn right. You know, like they might be like, you're damn right I'm not giving 100%. I don't have 100% than me. I'm going through this and this. And that. But in your defense, Gemini, if that's the case, I mean, people don't know things unless people communicate, right? That's one of the things. I say it all the time with anybody I'm talking to. Friends, co-workers, lovers, it don't freaking matter. If you don't communicate with me, you're going to leave me up to my own devices to figure it out on my own. And I'm an overthinker. I have anxiety issues. I'm probably going to jump into the worst case scenario. So if you don't want me thinking the worst about something, speak up. Because what I'm going to translate that to when you don't is that you don't really give a fuck how I feel about the situation. So why are we in each other's faces right now? Okay? Because I know myself. Like, do you know who you are? That's, anyway, okay? I feel like there's a conversation like that coming for somebody. So, you know, that's just what I'm getting. Yeah, there's like some kind of confusion that's being cleared up here. Maybe there was like this, nobody's going to win this and nobody's going to get ahead. And maybe it was pettiness and it was like one-upping type of energy. But I feel like we're cutting through the confusion. What is this diamond, this gift energy? What is this? You will be receiving or giving a precious gift. Ancestor blessings. What is this talking about? We have the King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles. I'm trying to think if we've seen the King of Cups at all in this reading so far. Because I don't know why, but the King of Cups is like, I don't know. We've been seeing the King of Pentacles a lot recently. But what I'm getting for some of you guys, yeah, there could be a person that is going to be like a gift in your life. Okay? Or you're going to be like a gift to somebody else. For some of you guys, the ones that wanted to do something for somebody or do something like maybe for like a cause, you know, a charity or maybe a community type of deal here. It's like you needed the finances to be able to pull this together. You're going to be able to. Okay? Again, it might be happening around Scorpio season. That's when we saw this gift over here. Remember, we saw the Tower, that's Scorpio. Judgment, Scorpio. Something could definitely be happening around Scorpio season. Which is what? End of October into November? So, yeah, there could be something like that happening where, you know, I'm also seeing maybe, you know, something could be going very well. Maybe this gift is from Spirit. Maybe this is an opportunity or a level up coming into your life or stability or maybe being able to feel more grounded here is the energy I'm getting. That's too much, but yeah, the Death, Scorpio energy. What is this gift? Maybe it's a Scorpio that's being gifted to somebody. Good luck with that. No offense to any of the Scorpios out here, but I'm just saying, good luck with that. What is this gift? Justice, Libra energy, and the Two of Wands. Well, something's going to be fair and something's going to be just. Look, Judgment back on the bottom of the deck. Something's going to be fair and just, and it's going to work out for the best of everybody here. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. You know, like a win-win type of situation here. Or things are going to turn out exactly as they're supposed to. And so since this is a gift in your reading, Gemini, I'm going to assume that things are going to work out in your favor. There could be some kind of leniency you're being given on something, right? This could be even at work. Like maybe, again, if somebody fell off here or they like stopped showing up to work or something. I don't know, guys. I don't know. That's not for everybody. It damn sure ain't for everybody. But I'm getting the energy of like somebody's boss or leadership or whatever being like, look, you're a great employee and we're going to let this one slide or we're going to understand. You know, that's for somebody. For others of you, there could be something court, some maybe legality or something. Maybe the judge is going to swing something in your favor or, you know, you're going to be given a shot, given a chance at something here. This is going to help you expand, move forward, be able to take some kind of action. Okay, let's get into the meat and potatoes. What is this lightning energy for Gemini, gang? Okay, control your anger or you will be sorry. What is this lightning energy here? We have the Eight of Cups, but it came out in reverse. You know, I feel like somebody might be approaching you with a conversation and it's going to be up to you to decide because, you know, Two of Pentacles weighing your options. It's going to be up to you to decide if you want to engage in this or not. You might be trying to decide like, you know what? I'm getting the energy here of somebody maybe saying something to you or something happening where you really do pause time, like stop, everything just stop, okay? And in your mind, you think to yourself, do I cut a bitch, right? That's my one option. That is an option. You could lose your collective shit. That's an option. Or option number 2, do I handle this in a mature way and just walk away, right? It's giving that kind of energy. Like somebody might have the audacity, is kind of what I'm getting, and you pause everything for a second with your mind and you think, and you're like, you need to make a choice. How are you going to react? How are you going to respond? You know? That's what I'm getting. I feel like you choose to walk away, Gemini. You know, I feel like you choose to not engage. Yeah, 5 of Swords. You choose to not engage because you know that nobody's going to win this battle here. You decide, Cancer energy, Chariot, you decide to get on the road. You decide to be strong and move on, or move away from it, or be the bigger person here, you know? Because I feel like somebody's actively trying to provoke you. That's what we get with the 5 of Swords, right? The traditional 5 of Swords shows this guy, he's like all, you know, he's got the swords gathered up and he's got this smug look on his face like, ha ha, right? And the 2 guys are in the background and they're all like, oh, woe is me. Like, you know, it's like somebody gloating because they won, but it's like not an honorable win. It's like something where you kind of went out of your way to get over on somebody, or you went out of your way to cause a problem. And I feel like somebody might be trying to do that in your life, okay? This could be, again, work, friend, family, lover, whatever. And it feels like you have to make a choice. And I feel like actually this choice is leading into some kind of good karma for some of this stuff too. Like it's bringing this stuff to you. Because, you know, you have a choice. Feed the beast within or rise above and move forward. And I feel like that's what you do. You can hear somebody's talking about you too, because this is one of my gossip cards. So you could hear somebody's gossiping about you. Could be a Leo, could be a Cancer, and it pisses you off what they're saying because it's like maybe they're telling half-truths, or they're exaggerating, they're embellishing or something here. Yeah, I feel like you are not worried about your reputation, but for some of you at work, absolutely, you're worried about your reputation. But I feel like for some of you guys, you're just like, you know, the best revenge is moving on and being happy, or acting like it doesn't faze me or something. But some of you guys are worried about how people will perceive you if people believe this gossip or drama. I don't know, guys. That's for somebody here. But you're being asked again to control your anger here. Yeah, exactly. Ice it out. Ignore it, right? Be strong. Strength back on the bottom of the deck. It might be very frustrating, but you have so much to look forward to, and I feel like that's why, right? It's like you have so much good. Don't let the darkness come in here and, you know, cause a problem. It's almost like they're showing me a vision of like a big parade that's taking place, and like so much work and effort and time and energy has been put into this. So much marketing, so much advertising, and the whole town's there. People from all over are there. You know, the person who threw the parade is super proud, super like, oh my God, this is awesome, right? And then it's like, it starts to rain, you know? And it's like, that person could just be like, well, of fucking course, right? Like lose their shit and just like go off if they wanted to. Or they could just have people march in the rain. Shoot, it did say, you know, rain or shine, we gonna be out here. So, you know, I feel like somebody decides to let something like run off their shoulder, right? Like not worry about it. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. Let's get some advice and additional messages for this random reading. A random reading here. Advice and additional messages for Gemini gang. We have surrender. I can release my need to control. Because we did get like a conversation with somebody here or something like that going on. And some of y'all, yeah, it's like, you know, control is a trauma response. I know I say that a lot. I should have that on a t-shirt. That's a trauma response. But it is, as somebody who knows, because I can be a little bit controlling sometimes, and it usually comes from a place of me wanting to protect myself, right? But sometimes we have to surrender to what is. you know, and know that we're strong enough to handle things regardless. So there could be something like that going on here, where maybe you do try to control situations, outcomes, people, whatever, because you don't want to get hurt. And you feel like, well, if I can't trust other people to be in control, or I can't trust other people to show up, so I kind of have to, like, you know, clench on and be in control. But I feel like it doesn't actually always do you the best, right? So there's something here with releasing, surrendering here. What else do we have here? And we saw that too with that prayer answer, didn't we? On the bottom of the deck, we saw surrender to receive. Yeah, some of you guys cannot control how this is going to come into your life, or how this is going to play out, how these blessings are going to unfold, the time frame it happens in, right? It's like you're just going to have to surrender. What else do we have here for this random reading? Advice and additional messages for Gemini gang, please. We have peace, okay? It says, I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. Yeah, it's like you're not going to let something steal your peace here. Whether this is people, whether this is a situation, whether this is the unknown of an outcome or whatever, right? It's like we're not going to let something take away from our quality of life, okay? We're going to, it feels like there's a deep knowing here with surrender and peace that everything's going to be okay. Some of you guys are starting to adopt that philosophy too. I think I said it at the beginning of the reading. I think. I've done a couple readings tonight, so I don't know. But I think I said adopting that philosophy of life is happening for you and not to you. Things are happening for you. Yeah, I think I said it here. Things are happening for you and not to you, Gemini. And some of you guys are starting to kind of really get into that mindset. What do we have here for Gemini gang? Advice and additional messages. Worry. Yep. Okay. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. It doesn't. Worrying is a very natural thing. I mean, it's completely normal and natural to worry, right? But sometimes we can stress and stress and stress, and then things work out for us in the end, and then we can be like, damn, man, I put myself through all that, right? I stressed so freaking hard, or, you know, like I got myself all worked up in a tizzy, and it all worked out. It's like, give yourself the opportunity this time around to bypass that whole situation, that whole stress overthinking thing, and just believe that things are going to work out in your favor. See how that works out for you. Because when things do, and they are going to, based off this reading, you're going to be like, damn. Right? I just surrendered. New spirit had my back. Didn't let something disrupt my peace or whatever. I trusted. Yes. You know? And I saved myself a lot of stress. I saved myself a lot of misery, a lot of sleepless nights or whatever. What else do we have here for Gemini? Advice and additional messages for this random mass reading. We have failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Yeah. I kind of feel like some of you guys might be feeling like you failed somebody, or you failed at something, or somebody's feeling that way about you. But since this is your advice and additional messages, take it as it resonates. But there's an energy here of somebody feeling like they failed somebody, or they failed a situation. Like for that energy we got of somebody with their job, whoever that's for, where your boss is having to tell you, you're like, look, pro up, okay? Because you showing up here 45 minutes late every day ain't gonna work. Like if there's something like that going on, it's like you might feel like, damn, man, I failed people. But what Spirit is saying is like you needed that downtime. You're a human being, right? That's something that's like, I understand business is business and work is work, but sometimes things happen in our life. You know, we lose people, we lose things, we go through illnesses, we have arguments with our family, right? Personal things happen, and we can't always be 100% and be, you know, I understand being professional, but it's like sometimes like you have to acknowledge what's happening in your life. And I feel like for some of you guys, you were at a low energy of health here. Like you weren't doing well for whatever reason, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, like you weren't doing well. So yeah, you might have been failing your boss or failing your job or failing whoever this was, right? Maybe this is that relationship we picked up on where somebody was feeling like you weren't really showing up. You might have been feeling like you failed them, but you also weren't doing well, you know? And maybe that's why the advice came through before of communicating that energy. Like I was not in a good space. And if somebody can't understand that, then they don't really care about you. They're selfish. They only care about what they want. but at least give somebody the opportunity to understand and to care, you know? Because you might be surprised by your boss or by whoever this person is, where they hear your side and they're like, oh, well, that makes sense. Why didn't you just say that? Like, you could have said that or opened up to us about that or been honest, and it would have been totally understandable. But some of you guys aren't used to people giving a fuck, right? Yeah, loneliness. Some of you guys aren't used to people caring, or maybe you're just not used to opening up about that stuff. Like, you always dealt with it on your own, so you keep it inside. You know? And you do the struggle thing alone. No, that's what I'm getting for somebody. What else do we have here? One more? Okay, Spirit's like, how about 2? Okie dokie. We have success and courage. Courage says, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. And success says, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. And denial says, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness, right? And success is talking about, courage is talking about finding the inner strength here to face your fears, right? So again, denial, acknowledging your fear. It's like acknowledging guilt. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. For somebody, it's like just acknowledging that you're human here. Shit. You know what I mean? Like, and nobody is perfect, and people make mistakes, and maybe acknowledging that about somebody else, you know, that they're not perfect either. So maybe my actions were leading them to believe this or think that. I don't know. There's something like that going on here. But I'm also in the energy of like not denying the fact that you're meant to be successful when it comes to something. You know, that imposter syndrome that we were picking up on. Like, you got to face your fear about being seen or being in the spotlight or rising to the occasion here. Some of y'all might play it small because you're afraid that you won't be able to handle it big. Ew. But that's the kind of energy I'm getting. Okay? But Spirit's like, the days of playing it small are over. Like, stop being in denial about your greatness, okay? Anyways, guys, that has been your reading. I do hope it helps, hope it resonates, hope it does something. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.